away.
Yes, thanks, Dave. Okay, so yes, I'm teaching level 1 and level 2, and I am in person, and I do use Schoology. And if you remember Josh's presentation, my course kind of looks similar to that. I put all the assignments, everything on Schoology, but my course is based on Venture's book. So I've realized not so long ago that my feedback giving skills need improvement. And I decided that I'm going to start paying attention to what I'm doing, how I'm doing in the classroom. And continue? Yeah, okay, sorry about that. All right, so this is what I'm doing currently, and it is not perfect. I'm still changing things, trying new things, and discarding some things. So I'm just going to share what I'm doing. I'm giving feedback in 3 ways: informally during the class, on Schoology, and on my student progress tracker. So I'm going to show you what it is. Dave, can you go to the next one? When it is informal, you probably are already, doing all of this. Hopefully, this is during the classwork. I give short praise, good job, great. I ask follow-up questions and clarifying questions about the content as the students answer their topics. I also ask questions about accuracy. Rather than just correcting straight away, I would ask them, what is missing here? Or is this a negative sentence? Or is this a question? Just so that they would find and correct themselves. I would point out an error if they cannot find it, and then I would let them try to correct it. If that doesn't work, then straightforward correction, because some things need to be corrected. So I'm not gonna dwell too much on that. You guys probably know all of this already. How do I give feedback on Schoology? So those of you who use Schoology, you know that discussions are public, and some assignments and assessments are, the feedback there is something that only the student will see, only the student that did the work. So I kind of differentiate it because it depends on what kind of feedback I give. Private feedback. This has to do with assessments and assignments on Schoology, usually writing assessments and assignments. I write comments under the student submissions, and I also use the rubric that is embedded in the assignment. Very similar how Josh embeds his rubrics, but mine is general. It's not geared for a specific assignment. Dave, can I show an example? I'm gonna have to share my screen because I don't think you have access to my Schoology.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So let me show you one. Okay, this is a writing assignment. And can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, this is a level 2 writing assignment. It's just the very beginning of the course as we're doing this in unit 1. I have the assignment itself here. I have my example. And over here, this is the student's submission. So she follows the example. She writes her piece. I can write my feedback over here on the bottom. And usually I try to address all the 3 categories, starting with the content, comprehensibility, and accuracy. So this is one way, right? And then another way I started recently doing this is as I give them the score using the rubric, I can also put comments in for a specific category here. So it kind of lets them see what part of rubric they are getting graded on, and why is this 3, or why this would be 2, right? So you can see here. This is a comprehensibility because she wrote that Janet usually wears shorts, and that was not true. She meant to say that she's wearing shorts today. Okay, and there's some accuracy comments. So this is how this works. And another thing I want to show you is, let me go back to Okay, so this was private feedback, right? Only Myra could see this, only that student. For the speaking assessments, I use discussion boards on Schoology, and I use them because they allow all the classmates to see each other's work, to see each other's presentation. I don't do it for writing, but I do it for speaking. I kind of feel like people are less self-conscious about speaking than showing their writing to each other. So I do write my feedback comments in the discussion for everybody to see. Some of them, those would be only positive ones. I don't correct mistakes inside in the discussion. Do ask questions about the content, and that kind of gives them, lets them realize if they made themselves clear enough, right? And then I use the rubric for the speaking as well, the DACE rubric. And I give them their private feedback on their accuracy within that rubric. So let me show you how this looks. This is a level 1 speaking assignment. Let me go back up here. So this was an alphabet and number test. It looks like it's writing, but it was necessary for them to write their name, address, phone number, and all of that personal information because I wanted them to say it later on. But how would I know if they're saying it correctly if I don't know what the real information is, right? So they first had to write it and then say and spell their first name and last name, say your address, phone number, and date of birth, pronounce the letters and numbers clearly, record a video or audio, and listen, check your pronunciation, post your comment then read and listen, oh, sorry, typo, to your classmates' comments. If you understand their pronunciation, give them a like. So I gave my example here. There is the rubric embedded here. And this, I also posted my video in the discussion, like an example. And then I wanted to show you an example of what one of the students did. So you can see my feedback here under, right, in the discussion. I'm looking for this one guy here. Let's see. Oops. And then can you hear him?
Yeah, my pet name is Cow. C-U. My pet name is Chan. T-L-E-N. My phone number 323-283-6274. My address 2333 Eastlick Avenue. My zip code 80031 90031.
Now, a big question would be, can they read that feedback? Can they see that feedback? This is important, and you have to like specifically teach them how to do this. It's not easy with the beginning levels. It's like a lot of repetition, showing them on the screen how to do it. But once they get it, it's like it's a life changer. They do it all the time. Scale, the categories, everything is identical. This is where I give them the feedback. And you see, this is not much space, so I make sure to put only the most important things that I want them to focus on to improve. You know how they say that, don't correct everything, pick one thing and focus on that, well, one or two things. So this is what this is for, this column. And I included the CASA's scores so they can see their progress. They do one in the beginning, one in the end. So why use this? There are a lot of reasons